phone hangs. Many phones are hanging because of what? Low RAM. If you buy a phone, somebody brings a fairly used phone for you to buy. Don't buy it because the phone is neat. Don't buy it because the phone is clean. Don't buy that phone because what? The phone is clean. When you are buying a fairly used phone, don't buy that phone because the person is you know the person very well. Maybe it's your friend. Don't buy it because you like the color. Don't buy it because the screen didn't break. Don't buy the phone because the battery is strong. Don't buy that fairly used phone because of what? All these things. So I want to tell you what you need to do when you are buying a fairly used phone. I said, when you are buying a fairly used phone, don't just be attracted by the color. Don't be attracted by the battery strength. You use the battery is very strong. Why so many batteries are very strong is because of what? The RAM and the ROM. Why so many batteries are very strong? They don't consume batteries, well, because of what? The nature of the RAM and the nature of the processor. When we started using Android phone, most of those Android phones, they don't consume much battery like now. That's why the producer, the manufacturers of mobile phones are every time making efforts to see how they will make research on what they can do to improve phone usage, because phone require a lot of graphics. That is why you now have phone mAh 5,000, 7,000, 8,000, and the higher your mAh, the better the strength of your battery. So when you are buying a fairly used phone, for those that are buying fairly used phone, or maybe you are an importer, you want to import a fairly used phone that people want to buy, it's always good you consider the RAM. Any phone that is running on 1 gig RAM now cannot give you the benefit why you bought that phone. The phone will be hanging. It will be hanging. Even 2 gig RAM now is the stage where phone is at the moment. When you are using a 2 gig RAM, the tendency that the phone will be hanging as well. But the worst in them all is 1 gig RAM. Don't go and buy a phone that is having 1 gig RAM. Somebody just ran to you, I need emergency money. I want to sell this my phone. I have some need to settle. The person might not tell you the truth why he wants to sell that phone. The person might not open up to you why he wants to sell that phone. That's why many people are skeptical. People are afraid to buy fairly used phone. Something brings fairly used phone. But if you know about phone, you should not be afraid of phone, because one of the things you must do before you buy a fairly used phone is to check the RAM. How do you do that? Buy fairly used phone. For instance, they say all fingers are not equal. Our people say all fingers are not equal, meaning that if somebody might have millions and millions of dollars, somebody might not have it enough. So for him not to cause problem for his own tomorrow, he will decide to manage himself. Management matters a lot. Anything you want to do, don't look at people. This one is using a big phone. That big phone the person is using and the small one you want to use can serve the same purpose. Purpose of what? Graphic content. You want to do animation, you want to do content videos, you want to be watching videos, people pay. So many things you do on your phone online. Then you want to watch text. So if you know all those things, you can buy a first grade fairly used phone. You can buy what? First grade fairly used phone. How do you buy a first grade fairly used phone? Phone that has not stayed long in the market. Somebody come up to you and say, I want to sell this phone. How do you buy a first grade fairly used phone? Check the heat of that phone. If that phone is producing heat, put it on your body of your face, touch it on your face, or touch it on your hand. From there, you know, not Android phone will not be hot. It can be a bit warm, but not hot. So what you do is that some people just bring the phone and say, I want to sell this phone. The way they will get you is that they will switch off the phone. They will know that their phone is hot. They will switch off the phone. So when you are buying a fairly used phone, make sure you switch it on. Press it like some minutes, 10 minutes. If that phone is producing heat, the phone has internal problem of heat, you'll be able to observe it. Please follow me on this video and other thing. I'll still update you more on this video. Thank you very